Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It seems like the Romanians came to their senses, or someone made them come to their senses. It seems like in Romania and in many other countries, there's a fight between the traitors, which are working for foreign interests, and the native population, or even the traitors obviously are part of the native population, but they work for foreign agencies. And the people who really try to maybe fight for their own nation, not, unlike the traitors. So look at, for instance, in other countries where you have, let's say, a foreign minister saying something, the president saying something else, or you have the defense minister who says something and then the prime minister comes and says no. It's not a misunderstanding. Someone was activated to say that, had to say that because is pushing in a different direction, and the other one comes and says something else because maybe is on someone else's payroll, the nation's payroll, some other foreign interests. I'm talking about the small countries. Small countries are owned by big countries or big country. Usually it's one country, but there's always fight behind the scene. Who's going to take over? What kind of politicians will be promoted by what interest into switching a little bit, turning the policy of that particular country into the direction of the owners, of the guys that pay those guys. That's with countries that really have something to offer. If you're like a country landlocked somewhere with no resources, they will never have anything to do with you. Once the adversaries or the enemies, our enemies, do something over there, then we're going to be investing. Otherwise, we don't care. Romania got smacked. Remember, this is my assessment of this, just to summarize it. What happened? Yesterday, I made this video right here. Romanians told to get ready for war with Russia by panic spreading head of Romanian general staff. So there was a guy, a general, I think he's a lieutenant general. His name is, I think, Gheorghiță Vlad. Gheorghiță Vlad came out of the woodwork and he said, hey, Russia will not stop over there, because he knows, as I said, his wife licks his crystal balls every night, and he's, looking into the future. And he said, well, the Russians will not stop there, will attack us, will attack Moldova. We should prepare for war, Romanians. Pregătiți-vă de război. And the Romanians said, say what? So we're not going to be just obedient, stupid consumers? No! We have to get you to fight. We're soybeans now. We're pussified. We don't want to do that. What are you talking about? But you need to. Anyway, I'm exaggerating a little bit. And the Romanians say, what the fuck is going on with this crazy? And the next day, which is today, Mr. Prime Minister, another Ciolacu, that's his name, Ciolacu. Ciolacu came out and said, no. Zai ruhig, take it easy, slow down, stați liniștiți, no war with Russia. And the population was like, shit, change the channel, click. That's the way it happens, exactly like that. So let me show you two articles where Mr. Ciolacu, the Prime Minister of Romania, comes and smacks the general. Now, Ciolacu in Romania, that's the way it is. Ciolacu is the head of the government. He is in charge of the departments, okay? Not the president like here. The prime minister is the one that is in charge. So that's his government, the prime minister's government. The president is there, but not like United States of America, where the president is in charge, not the vice president or the chief of staff, like in Ukraine, where the chief of staff, Mr. Yermak, is in charge of everything, including Zelensky. So we have this Ciolacu, who one of his department's chiefs, the chief of staff, military, says something and he's like, what? What did you say? What the hell? So that's what happened. Isn't that strange that these guys are not working? When you make a statement as a head of a department, don't you consult with your boss? Hey, it's kind of crazy to say that the Russians will attack us and tell Romanians to get ready for war, don't you think? It's not like, hey, I got 3 pairs of balls. Who cares, She cares, what, or he cares. Or they care. I don't care. Or they cares. They cares. All right. So let me show you this article. Here's Mr. Ciolacu. Now, I gotta tell you this. It's something that I acquired with time by experience and direct, interaction with people. And I have two things. It's not necessarily, it's not scientifically proven. It's something like the 51% of the population uses usually against us, the 49%, with the gut feelings. Their gut feelings trump Donald Trump, our, evidence-based arguments. So I said this is that kind of gut feeling that I'm going to share with you. I have two things: the name and the face. Victory. It's always the wrong victory. It will be like this. So it's always when I see someone, I see the name and I see a face, and they're kind of like identical. That helps me kind of guess the guy, and I'm listening to the guy. And when you can say, well, there's just self-fulfilling prophecy. Could be. But most of the time, in my direct experience, if the face is a weasel, the name is funny or weasel-like, and he talks shit, then I'm already like 95% certain that guy is a weasel. Talks like a weasel, walks like a weasel, fucks like a weasel, must be a weasel. So for me, Ciolacu, the name Ciolacu, and the face is like a wet rat. I mean, this is a sign of intelligence, the big forehead. I mean, we know that, right? The frontal lobe helps us with some abstract thinking, isn't it? And this is another article, and that's the Romanian flag. All right. Let's read what these guys say. So, if these guys cooperate, Romanian Prime Minister Ciolacu rules out war despite General Staff's call for readiness 2 hours ago. And I'm quoting Ciolacu. Let's keep calm. Romania will not enter into any war today. As of now, Ciolacu said after Lieutenant General Vlad's suggestion to prepare the population for potential wartime scenarios. Vlad voiced apprehensions about the possible intensification in the aggressive stance of Russian President Vladimir Putin, identified the Republic of Moldova and the Western Balkans as areas of risk. How is he supposed to say? They are, calm on the Western Front, quiet on the Western Front. So be calm, my friends, Mr. Ciolacu said right there. Ciolacu. Next one. I mean, this is just subjective thing, obviously. Ukrainska Pravda. Romanian Prime Minister rejects Chief of General Staff's call to prepare for war against Russia. February 2nd, 2024. The fuck. All right, Romanian Prime Minister Marcel Ciolacu has disagreed with a statement by General Gheorghiță Vlad, Romania's Deputy Chief of Defense Staff, regarding the need to prepare for the potential expansions of Russian aggression beyond Ukraine. Now, this guy, Vlad, I suspect, I looked over his biography, that he's one of the people I was talking at the beginning of the video. The ones from PAP versus the ones from HAP. Now, Gheorghiță, I don't know who's he with, but not with us, I would say. You can say, well, why? He's getting us ready. And what are you going to do? You strip Romania out of the occupation forces, the NATO forces, and fight Russia. Or strip Ukraine of the occupation and the sponsors, the 30 countries that are involved in Ukraine fighting the Russians, and see how quickly Ukraine would have been fucked up. 2 weeks? 2 weeks. They already negotiated after a week. What I don't know, because they knew until NATO said, Al Capone, you don't go anymore. You don't go anywhere. You got to do it, man. We told you what to do. And then Boris Johnson was sent as an emissary. No. And this guy says, shit. And then, what's her name? Vicky Nuland showed up, 2 days ago in Ukraine to straighten things out. So the same thing here. Marcel Ciolacu and Gheorghiță Vlad, we don't know exactly who they are with. But if you try to prepare for war with Russia, Romania with its 50,000 fucking army, that's how big it is, and professional army, fighting the Russians in real fight, they will take maybe 3 hours. And I'm not saying that to be, oh my God. And how many guys you are over there? 17 million now? Not even 23 as Ceausescu had you? 17 million, if 17. You divide it by 2 to get the male population, you got the people able, and you got the soybeans. What's your army? 1 million? 500,000? We're gonna fight the Russians. Yeah, okay. Well, I hope it doesn't happen. I hope you come to your senses and get rid of your occupation soon. Ciolacu stated that Romania will not participate in any wars. Ciolacu's response came, let's stay calm. Who, everybody? Romania will not engage in any war. Remember, it matters, yes, will not, in the future. But the future could be next second or next century. All right? So I often say this story with Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher, when he went and he asked a neighbor for his goat. He needed some milk, whatever, can I borrow your goat? I will give it to you back. Those are the key words. I will give it to you back. In the future, I will give it to you. Yeah. And Aristotle doesn't return the goat. And then after about a month, the neighbor comes to Aristotle's house and say, hey, how is my goat doing? I'm doing okay. Well, why don't you bring it back? I mean, you said you're going to bring it back. And Aristotle said, yes, exactly. That's exactly what I said. I will bring it back. I didn't say when. Same here. Yeah, let's stay calm. Romania will not engage in any war. Whoa, time out. Do you mean now? In the next second, next minute, next hour? Because if the Russians act crazily, I guarantee you Romania will get involved in a war. Or if Romania is pushed by Al Capone with fresh blood, they will get in a war. So yeah, you can say this. For me, means nothing. It's just a contradiction of the other guy. It's like one hot, one cold. But hey, the guy, the chief of staff or whatever, he's the subordinate of Mr. Ciolacu. What would you do with that? That would be a big, huge, let's put a huge diplomatic error. Oh, gaffe? To say something like this. You scare an entire population, brave Romanian population. What if the Romanians will take their guns and go to war? Oh, they don't have guns. Oh, I bet. Yeah. And if I talk to the Romanians, hey, would you be okay with having an amendment to the Constitution of Romania to be able to carry and own guns and all that? I found out that I have another idiots, a lot of idiots that would say, no, and their argument. Oh, how many people would just shoot one another if that would be, Romanians are hot-blooded and they will settle scores. And my answer would be to that argument, yeah, imagine that only the good people will remain after that because the idiots are going to shoot one another. So we would immediately have nature take care of stuff. Hey, why do you park your car over there? Boom, leave my husband alone. 2 idiots in a second. The guy who parked the car wrong, the asshole who did that, 2 immediately. Now imagine, probably from 17 million we're gonna get to about 2 million. Just in a week. Oh my God. Just kidding. Joking. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.